Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Magha Academy, School of Learning Science. So today's topic is the preamble mains part. In the mains part we will discuss the conceptual part for the mains exam, and our motive in this video is to give you the code so that you can write your answer with better analysis and on time. If you are on state PSC exam, if you are giving state PSC exam, then you can write it on time. You have to take care of that your time. You complete your question or a paper on time. And if you are an UPSC candidate, then analysis part is very important for you. Okay. Now let me give you the brief introduction to this code. It is ABCDE. So A stands for authority. The authority, and it plays an important role in understanding SDR, that is Sovereign Democratic Republic. B stands for both, and I would like to explain you the word is socialist. The socialist has both. We have a mixed economy, private and public, and Marx and Gandhi. So I will be explaining you this concept is the socialist concept. And the next is democracy, the COM diagram of democracy, how you should look to the democracy, and the structure of democracy, and how the other concepts are related to it. In D, we will be dealing with the difference between the justice and equality. It is a very interesting topic because it is a very sharp difference between justice and equality. And the E is so secular, and the three concepts in secular you need to understand. Okay, there are 3 viewpoints in secular. So if you are a UPSC candidate, then you should have this proper structure in your mind too. So the question will ask you to do analysis, maybe of the current topic, or analysis of from the history point of view. So you need to understand this the basic concept of, and we are taking the source as Lakshmikant in our basic polity program. Okay. So let me explain you from the from A. It stands for authority, and authority plays an important role, an important buzzword for 3 of the concepts: sovereign, democratic, and republic. For sovereign, it says that there is no authority above India. India is totally independent. India can take its decision by its own. Okay, and any membership of India in the UN or Commonwealth doesn't have any binding on its decision. Free to exit. So we can take an example from the Lakshmikant, where the Nehru says in the Constitutional Assembly that we are committed to the Poon Swaraj, and our membership to the Commonwealth is just a commitment to the association. We can exit it anytime we feel. So this is the authority of sovereignty, that there is no authority above India. We are sovereign. Okay, then the democratic word sets the authority inside India. Who holds the authority inside India? Yes, the public, the people holds the authority inside the India. What is republic? Republic says that the leader who holds the authority in India is what? Is elected or a hereditary post. So this is just an explanation for the SDR. So next is B. Both stands for, we have both public and private sector interplaying in the economic dynamics in the country. Existence of both private and public, also called mixed economy. We have a mixed type of economy, and we have taken some characters of Marx and most of the character of Gandhian. Gandhian says that yes, private and public should exist in the society as. But the true sense, you should understand the true concept of socialist, the word socialist. The socialist has its time and place travel. What does I mean by this? It has a place travel. It originated in Russia and has entered into India It is something different in Russia and in India. It is different. And in the time, it was, at the time of birth, it was different, and in today's 21st century, it is different. And in 1991, we almost went away from it. So after LPG 1991, we have left this philosophy to something. But basics are always followed. Basic are given in Article 39. What Article 39 says? Article 39A. A, that is Ajivika, livelihood. Yes, right to livelihood. We have that. Okay. Now B. B is Batwara. I call it Batwara. That is the distribution of common resources. Yes, we follow that. The common resources should be distributed equally among all the citizens. And the C is concentration of wealth. Yes, we do not allow the concentration of wealth by our public programs and government budgeting. We try to minimize the inequality. And the C and D, so D is dono, the male and female both equal pay. E is the energy, the strength of workers, and yes, we have acts for that. And F is the fun. Yes, I take it as a fun, so it is for children. We should have leisure time and all that. So I will be explaining this 39A in DPSP lecture. So let us come to the socialist. So socialist character is given in a DPSP Article 39. But what is socialist? Yes, socialist is SO. If you have to remember the base of the socialist, you should remember SO, the first two letters of the SO, that is social objectives, that is reduction of poverty. Yes, we are committed to reduction of the poverty. And how we can do that? I, socialist I is inequality. To reduce the inequality, so that concentration of wealth doesn't take place. And so this is the basically socialist word is a result of economic industrialization, economic policy. Then the socialist formed the political and tried, when the society was suffering from the result of industrialization, which was economic, and the result was felt in the society, then society came forward and tried to change the economic pattern through political power. So this is what the socialist word or sense like. So we will also make a separate video for the socialist, but we have to move forward. And the next video, the next is C for democracy. And democracy is whenever I read a book about democracy, different books, I found one common thing, that it is explained always in a structured manner, which is a COM diagram. First, the democracy is divided. There are two types of democracy, that is direct and indirect. Switzerland has direct, and indirect we have. What is indirect word here? It is equal to representative word. Indirect, that means the public or people are not directly taking the decision. What democracy is decision taking, decision by the public, by the people of the country, citizen of the country. So the representative are taking the decisions on our behalf. So the indirect word itself is equals to representative, elections. It brings election concept. So, and if we move further, then there are two types of representatives. Representatives coming from parliament, or they have a presidential form of government. So we have a parliamentary form of government. So we are representative parliamentary democracy. So in India, the authority who lies to the public, the people, the citizen, and through representative democracy, and the parliamentary representative democracy is realized in India, is structured in India by the Britain. So let me also explain that what democracy is, where in which dimension the democracy can survive, or what are the important criteria for democracy so that democracy can flourish. So for that we have a judiciary, independent judiciary, and election process, fair and free elections, a power to voters. Okay, so independent judiciary and election are the two main criteria, and in this dynamics, rule of law plays an important role for the state. The state work or any power should have the backing of the law. And who makes the law? The representative makes the law. Yeah. So they are making the law, and everything should be according to the law. Then only we are not taking the direct decision. The representative are taking the direct decision. What law they are making, that has to be followed in the country, nothing else. And for that law, also we should have an independent judiciary for democracy. And election process, periodic election is very important. So if we take a code for democracy, what are the structure, what are the characteristics of democracy? Then it is a decision making by representative, or discrimination should not be the election, periodic elections, model code of conduct, you can take it as fair and free election. So election process should be fair, and you can take a rule of law. Okay, so you can find the words over here. And now I want to bring a person, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. What he says, he discusses that, he says that political democracy cannot survive without social democracy. What do you want to say? What do you want to say by this? The political democracy is something which is inside in this sphere. What is political word? Political word means the rights, elections, leaders, representatives, government offices. These all are political. These are political. And if we have this political democracy to survive, we need the social democracy in our society. What does it mean? By social democracy, we mean that basic of the society: justice, liberty, equality, fraternity. Okay, so if we do not have justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity, then we will not be able to realize the political democracy. That's very true. And if the liberty, and the Lakshmikant explained it, that if there is a liberty but there is no equality, that means there is no equality means some will have more powerful, and the more powerful will take up the political power, and the less powerful will remain outside the power. So decision will be on their behalf or for their advantage. So this is not good for the political democracy. And in certain case, if that the liberty is not there but the equality is there, everybody is equal, okay, but nobody has nothing, nobody can say or can express himself freely, then nobody will come out to even vote, to even become a good leader. The society will not find any leader. So the political system will not work. The democracy will not work. So for political democracy, the social democracy is the requirement. Here, the liberty words has an important meaning, and we will be taking a code out of it. I, leaving the L, we have a I, and that is liberty is something which is individual. You can feel it. Liberty is your individual sense. What is liberty? Liberty, you feel it inside you. Suppose you wake up in the morning. You wake up early in the morning and got a thought that, yeah, my society should be this, my political system is that, and you decided to write an article, express yourself. That is liberty. But if you cannot publish that paper, then there is no liberty. So this is, I take it as a book expression, books and expression, all that. I take it as and T. I take it T for totality. The liberty is qualified in India. It is not given as a totality. Total freedom, total liberty is not given. We have some constraint over it, so that we cannot take others' liberty or others' right to express. Okay. So, and E for elaborate, it is elaborated in preamble. Liberty's word is elaborated from thought, expression, worship, faith. So we have different type of liberties, and with T for totality. Okay. So no total freedom for liberty. Okay. And we have an article 21 for it. Okay. Then we will move to difference between justice and equality, but we will take it in another session. Thank you very much. Part C will continue. Thank you very much.